Welcome to Clarity Currents, the secret podcast with me, Danielle Laura, where I share weekly channeled messages about the energetics of the week and the areas of opportunity so you know how to work with the energy rather than in resistance to it and know how to leverage it for your highest level good in your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents episode for the week of June 23rd through the 29th, 2025. Let's dive in. When I tune into the overall energetics of the week, I see a powerful swirling ocean tide coming right up onto the shoreline. The water is charged and intense at first, almost scary, but it's simply representing the emotional intensity that we may feel as we begin the week. Then I see the water calmly washing back into the sea, representing new beginnings or a fresh start. There is a potent call this week to face whatever inner emotions and conflicts that have been building up beneath the surface, especially around self-worth, emotional safety, and nurturing yourself. Emotional tension will rise early in the week, but the invitation is to get real with yourself, acknowledge what is stirring inside, and allow the friction to illuminate what needs to shift. That tension is not here to punish you. It's here to catalyze a deep healing and transformation. By midweek, we may hit a powerful reset, supporting you in creating new emotional habits, self-care routines, and rituals that truly nourish you. Think of this as your moment to plant seeds of deep safety and joy. I see a new cycle being initiated of personal expression and authenticity. Business for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of business this week, I see a blueprint slowly uncurling from the edges. And parts of the blueprint are clear and exciting. They're revealing new directions and ideas that feel fully aligned with your next level. But I also see sections that are faded or incomplete. And those are the areas that need your attention, honesty, and revision. This is a powerful time to look at where you've been going through the motions or avoiding decisions. And ask yourself, what in my business feels outdated, forced, or misaligned? Where am I holding on to structures, offers, or processes that no longer feel true to me? Where is my heart guiding me to evolve, even if my mind is telling me to wait? By tuning in and rewriting those sections of your blueprint with truth and courage, you'll create the spaciousness for new opportunities and the energetic clarity to move forward. Then that's going to make your business feel lighter, truer, and ready for its next level. Relationships for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of relationships this week, I see this tender heart being handed over to someone to keep it safe. This is a reminder that you must advocate for your own emotional needs. Tensions and emotional triggers may arise early in the week where old wounds or even family patterns might bubble up so that they can be witnessed and healed. But there's also a chance to reset, to lovingly tend to your inner child and then make new agreements, especially around how you care for yourself first, so you can show up present for those you love. Communication may feel tender, but potentially catalytic towards the weekend. Speak your truth clearly and with compassion, especially if it feels vulnerable. Remember that discomfort can open a new level of honesty and intimacy. Health for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of health this week, I see a vision of someone resting on a beach on a breezy day, wrapped in this cozy nest of blankets as the waves kind of gently come up to the shore right by their feet. And this is an invitation to come back home to yourself. Early week tension might translate into feelings of exhaustion or even minor flare-ups with your health, especially if you're not honoring your need for rest, hydration, and proper nourishment. But the invitation is to lean into resetting your self-care practices. Prioritize gentle movement, hydration, grounding foods, and stillness. Notice what emotional patterns or habits need releasing so that you can feel supported in your body again. Let joyful movement and self-expression infuse your self-care. Dance, stretch, spend time outdoors. Do what reminds you of your vitality and joy no matter what. Wealth for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of wealth this week, I see a vision of someone pulling a rusty treasure chest up from the ocean floor, and it cracks open and it reveals all of these coins and jewels that are then just beaming in the light. It's a sign that your treasures lie in the emotions that you've been avoiding. Once you acknowledge and clear those blocks, financial energy will flow more freely. The invitation is to set intentions for your financial health that feel emotionally rich, not just numbers on a spreadsheet. If there are any spending habits or money fears that need to be healed, let this week's introspection reveal them so that they can no longer hide. And by the weekend, you're ready to show up more confidently, making bolder moves and allowing yourself to receive with an open heart. Spirituality for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of spirituality this week, I see a column of light pouring in through the crown chakra. It's strong, it's pure. The emotional turbulence at the start of the week is a purification process, preparing you to receive more spiritual insight and divine guidance. Lean into prayer, journaling, meditation, ritual, whatever allows you to process and integrate your emotions as spiritual fuel and amplify your intuitive voice so that you can express your inner wisdom in a powerful and authentic way. You may receive significant downloads. Allow your energy and your soul will do the rest. And legacy for the week of June 23rd. When I tune into the energetics of legacy this week, I see someone stepping out of a crumbling house onto the stable, sacred foundation they've built for themselves. This is a powerful week to remember that your legacy begins with the inner support structures that you craft. You're being called to set deep emotional intentions for the long term, the habits and the rituals and the relationships that will sustain your impact. You may also feel a surge of courage and self-belief that supports the legacy that you're already becoming. Trust that every inner adjustment you make is laying the groundwork for your most profound contributions. There you have it, Hot Soul, your intuitive forecast for the week. Wishing you a week of divine realignment and inspired action. Until next week.